Hello everyone and welcome to a new campaign here on my channel. If it's your first time visiting and you're not familiar with the ThisIsTotalWar concept, it means I have to declare war on every faction the first turn I encounter them, and never negotiate a peace treaty. So if you enjoy watching challenging Total War campaigns that actually can lead to failure, this channel might be for you. If that's the case, I would appreciate if you'd subscribe and turn on the notifications to show your support. Before we jump into the gameplay, just a couple of notable mentions. The game will be played using Darthmod. I don't think the mod needs any further introduction as it's well known in the community and the game has been out for a long time now, but if you're not, I will leave a link down below in the description. In short, it's a great improvement of the base game that also allows to pick and choose a couple of things. We do have grenades enabled and we are playing with no forts. I simply don't find fort battles to be any fun, honestly. And obviously we are going to be playing as Sweden, aiming for world domination as victory conditions. Capture and hold 40 regions by the end of the year 1799, including the regions shown. With that being said, my ambition to go for full map completion. We are playing the game on the highest difficulty settings, which is very hard and very hard. We also don't have the battle time limit checked. I don't like being limited by time. Anyway, moving on, the year of 1700, which is the campaign starting year, Sweden is considered as one of the great powers of Europe. But in real life, this era was also in the beginning of its downfall. But we are looking to prevent that from happening and rewrite history. Before I see you guys on the campaign map, I just want to give you a quick flashback on the events that led Sweden to where they are in the year of 1700. So past me, take it away. The 19th century has a very special place in Swedish history. It was a time when Swedish territory was larger than it had ever been. It was a time when German children sang songs about the feared Swedes. Gustavus Adolphus became king of Sweden in the year of 1611. He ignited the transformation of Sweden from a Baltic Sea regional power to one of the great powers of Europe. Gustavus Adolphus sought to make Sweden the rulers of the Baltic Sea. With this ambition and loyal to the cause of defending Protestantism, Sweden intervened in the conflicts of the 30 Years' War on the European continent. His campaign in Germany began successfully, earning his most notable victory in the Battle of Breitenfeld 1631. Poised to make himself a major European leader, the Lion of the North was killed in the mist at the Battle of Lützen the following year. Subsequent to his death, the king's ministers took over government on behalf of his underage daughter Christina. Despite the king's death, Sweden continued to participate in the war, and after the Peace of Westphalia in 1648, Sweden had gained territory in the northern parts of Germany. At this point in time, Christina had come to age and ruled the country as queen. But after 10 years in power, Queen Christina, under controversy, abdicated, moved to Italy and converted to Catholicism. Christina elected her cousin, Charles X of Gustav, a well-educated military leader, as her successor. During his short reign, he is most famous for the risky march across the ices of Small and Great Belt in Denmark during the Little Northern War. The action divided Denmark's troops, forcing them to sign a favorable peace treaty, making Sweden larger than it had ever been. Charles X of Gustav's time at the throne ended abruptly. In 1660 he became ill and died of pneumonia. Yet again Sweden was under the government of Swedish ministers since the deceased king's son was underage. Even though culture was flourishing, the rule of Sweden was largely neglected by the ministers. As an example, the Swedish army was in large portions led by incompetent and inexperienced officers, which had dire consequences during the Scanian wars against Denmark. When Charles XI finally came to age, he repelled the Danish threat by leading Swedish forces to a Pyrrhic victory in the Battle of Lund in 1676. He later began reorganizing his kingdom. Among several reforms, Charles XI took back lands from the nobility, which made him popular among the common people. He also established the allotment system, basically meant that Swedish farmers would now provide and support a certain number of troops. In return they got a tax reduction. The result was a loyal and professional army. Named after the king himself, these soldiers were called the Karolians. It wasn't until when Sweden were under the rule of King Charles XII they would prove their worth and bring fear to the enemies of Sweden. The year is 1700 and the Great Northern War is coming. Welcome to the campaign map. Hope you enjoyed that little slideshow. Just wanted to try and give you who are viewing this something extra. It's also my ambition to give the campaign a bit more edge by taking a path slightly inspired by history. That of course depends on the state of our campaign. But what do I mean by inspired by history? For example, when looking to expand to North America, the rules of engagement are that the invasion has to take place somewhere in this area right here. And the reason for that is that Sweden had a colony in this area called New Sweden during the 17th century, but they were driven out by the Dutch. So before we take any other settlement, we must take this area first. In India, Sweden once established a factory in Porto Novo. I think that is just south of Pondicherry here. So this region is where our invasion of India shall take place. We also have several locations to revisit and rewrite history at, like the Battle of Poltava, where the Karelins were crushed by Russia. Poltava is located somewhere in this area, I don't quite remember at this moment. The Battle of Poltava forced Charles the XII to flee to the Ottoman Empire, which later led to the skirmish at Bender, which is located here somewhere in Moldavia. And of course we are looking to revenge on whoever might hold this area when we get here, for the death of Gustavus Adolphus in the Battle of Lützen, which was located outside Leipzig here. But let's start jumping into the gameplay now. We are starting to have a look at our ministers, because I want our Lord Minister of War to be as good as possible, but I think 6 stars. So yeah, I think we will settle with that, but we do have a very good one right here. But he should be appointed to the Lord Treasurer, I think, to max out our global tax income. So let's do that. And we also want a slightly better Lord Minister of the Admiralty to reduce that upkeep cost of all naval units. So probably harsh reputation, that's not that good, but honest, that's quite good. Yeah, not him. Tactician. So that's our guy, I think. Let's have him, and we should probably change that guy as well. +1 to seal though. A deeply religious man. He observes practices. Yeah, whatever. And we'll take Faste. That's better than nothing, so that reduces the cost of town watch a bit, and a bit more repression across the theater, which will help us with our happiness among the people. So yeah, we are only at war with the Barbary states, which everyone is, and the pirates, but we will soon be at war with everyone as well. But yeah, let's do it like this then. We will actually... We also have a couple of cool generals at our disposal, like this guy here, Carl Gustav Armfelt. Because Charles XII, sorry, I will probably mix up the Swedish and English pronunciations from time to time, but as I am a Swede myself, so anyway. Charles XII was killed here outside the fort of Fredriksten. Meanwhile, this general led an invasion to besiege Trondheim, which is located somewhere around here, but when receiving the news of the death of our beloved king, they lifted its siege and started a march across the mountains. This is called the Karelian Death March, because under his command almost 5,000 Karelians froze to death in these mountains. And so yeah, but he will obviously be our guy to take Norway, I think, just for the sake of it. But we'll start to move you down here, just to blockade any Danish army looking to get to our main region Sweden here. And we also will start to recruit several ships, because we want a capable fleet. And we'll only take 6 straight right here, because we want him to transport troops already next turn. And that one, yeah. So we get that recruitment going. You can just stand here in the meantime. We also want to recruit these, because I think they have a slightly better melee attack and defense than the ordinary line infantry. regiment of foot, and they also look like proper Karelians with that blue and yellow outfit. That's what we will recruit here. We also have an army here with Carl Gustav Rensköld, also a very interesting character, is considered one of the great generals in Swedish history, mostly famous for his victory at Fraustadt, in which he was outnumbered by 2-1 against a coalition of Russian and Saxon forces, I believe. And we also have this, yeah, we got some troops right there, and we also got Levenhaupt, which I don't quite remember anything about at this moment, but you know what, we'll try to assassinate him. 46%, yeah, we'll try that. Only detected, so not successful. We will actually start by having a fight straight away. And I think we will sell, yeah, we do have them, but we don't want to scare them away too much. And attack. Declare war. Yeah, declare war. Ah, god damn it. Kind of fucked up with my movement points right there. Anyway, it doesn't matter, or it kind of does, because I would have wanted to take him out straight away. Because I think that he will go down south and merge with another general, so they will come back stronger, because of course Russia is looking to take St. Petersburg. Which brings me to the overall initial strategy. We will take a defensive hold here at St. Petersburg initially. We will be looking to take out Courland straight away, just to get rid of that minor faction, because minor factions can be rather strong, as I remember. It was a time since I played this game, actually about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, it was a long time, but I have put a lot of hours in the past in this game. Anyway, we want to take them out straight away, as soon as we possibly can. And then we will make a move on Denmark to take care of them. Once that's done, we will be looking to take a defensive standpoint here at Copenhagen or in Denmark, while we then start to march towards Moscow. So anyway, let's start building everything up, because we start up with a lot of money. We actually wait with those ones. Infrastructure, yeah, we go over all the buildings first. We can't build that, but we can build this, and we'll probably take the Admiralty. Yeah, we don't need that necessarily straight away. We do want to try to boom our economy as fast as possible, and yeah, that will be fine. And Åbo will get that, and Estonia Riga, because let's have a look here. Yeah, that population is quite large, so we will keep that with the governor's mansion, I think, because that is the better building for maximizing tax income. So yeah, and then we go over to the town. So we want to destroy this straight away and build another school. Let's bring him to Uppsala and start going for the plug bayonet. So we're prioritizing military techs first to get the fire by rank. Then we will probably be looking for common land enclosures once this school is up. And build as much as possible. Weaver's Carthage. Yeah, can't build that, can't build that. We can build the iron workshops. Everything to maximize wealth and give us a head start. Fur market, though, we might as well destroy them. I don't remember if that yields us any money, but we won't be issuing any trade deals, so we have no use for it. Body house, useful. Fur market, get a decent farms, we definitely need that, and the iron workshops here as well. Peasant farms it in Vara. Good, and we'll be looking to our ports. Major fishery. Yeah, because I think I will keep this. It do give us a bit of population growth, which of course will generate more people, and more people equals more tax income. But when the other harbors like Umeå grows, I will probably go for trade, or whatever they are called, the trading ports. Yeah, but we can't do that just yet. So that's everything building wise. We only have 6,000 left, and we'll want to, where is it? Yeah, here, policies. So our tax policy initially will be, we will tax the nobility a bit more and the lower classes a bit less. At least for the first 10 or 20 turns, or maybe even 30 turns or so, just to maximize growth. And the wealth generated is, yeah, that becomes more important in late game. So once we progress in the campaign, we will adjust these accordingly. But if I could, I would want it down here. But yeah, we do need. We might do that for one turn actually. I think we can afford to do that and tax that as much as possible for one turn. Yeah, I think so. Let's go for that. Let's see, is there anything we are forgetting besides declaring war on everyone? We have gone through all the buildings, we have gone through the research and ministers. Let's just have a look on our agents. We have him right there, and yeah, our missionary. We'll move him to hang in Ingria a couple of turns just to get that Protestantism a bit up. Then we will move him down here to start softening up Muscovy. Well, let's start declaring wars. Yeah, we could actually get a bit of money from the Mughal Empire. What their demands: trade agreement and military alliance. Yeah, let's do that and break that straight away. That's alliance broken. Yeah. Well, it feels kind of bad to do that, but so yeah, that's everyone. I have no idea how this is going to affect the campaign game further down the road, because I've never done this. This is very different from the other Total War games. So this is Total War achievement is yeah, because it's, you have to declare war on every faction the first turn you encounter them, and in all of the Total War games you don't encounter everyone all at once. But in this game you have, so you have no basics, you have no choice but to declare war on everyone. So we will see how this goes. It will be very interesting. We can't build, we'll wait with that. We do have the money, but it's good to have something in reserve, and we will disband the militia. Anyway, I think it's time to end the turn. So yeah, here we are. This is what I suspected, the Danish fleet attacking ours. And I might do... This might be a kind of a disappointment to a couple of you guys who are loving the naval battles. I am not, so I won't be fighting any of these manually. And sure, I don't like the auto-resolve, but in this case it will be better because I'm horrible at them. I know nothing about naval warfare, so I'm a terrible admiral. So we will auto-resolve this and we will win it. We lost one, we didn't catch anyone. That's a shame, the only last one as well. The Julian calendar. Trades gain. Good news. +1 to morale in battles. Yeah, that's very good, Emanuel Jonassen. New port emerges. Very good. So here we will go for the trading ports and in Umeå as well. Because that do give us most bit of region wealth and +1 per turn to town wealth in region. So that will boost our economy. Good. And war declared. Which one? United Province in Spain. And Poland, Lithuania, and Austria. That was expected as well. And against the Ottoman Empire. So that's very good for us. Construction report. Very good. And recruitment report. Before so we don't forget, let's bring that school up. And let's see how the public order, it's under control. Claim for reform, war awareness. This will go down a bit, initially at least. People in government, tax burden, yeah, so that's good. And war awareness, tax burden, yeah, that's the penalty right there. But we are growing, the population are growing. Let's see. No. Regions. Everyone is growing, right? Very good. Now let's have ourselves a fight, shall we? We should be able to take that. So even though we have them, we don't want them to flee. We want to take these guys out. 1 line infantry, 1 Cossack infantry, demi-cannons, provincial cab, general's bodyguard. Yeah, let's get into our first battle. Welcome to the battlefield. By the way, I had to turn off the original music of Darthmod. As I did a test recording, I got several copyright warnings when uploaded. So if you have any suggestions on fitting background music, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, let's press end deployment and fire on those field artillery straight away. Hopefully we can take them out. Yeah, already. Then we will continue to harass with our cannons. They are routing, so that's very good. They lost half of them straight away. So let's focus fire on them. Even though this game is old, I think it still looks good. There's nothing wrong with this graphics, I think, even though the newer titles have improved very much. Yeah, decent hit right there. We also hit the general's bodyguard. Target them once more. They are wavering, but I do want to take them out so we don't find ourselves in a bad situation. Meanwhile, we can start moving forward. General. So the cab is moving towards us. And let's send them in. And you get in from behind. Put you off fire as well, so we don't fire on troops, our own troops. Yeah, I have to toggle the speed right there. Loosen slightly and send them in. That should be enough. Are they getting any shots off? It looks like they are. Should probably send them in as well. And move forward so you can fire on the cannons as well. General, keep close by. Make sure you kill them. Yeah, you have. Very good. You know what? I actually want you to move to the side, I think. Oh, yeah, they do use that cover. We don't want to get in here to be outgunned. Just be done with them, please. Good. Broken, shattered. Very nice. You know what? Let's hit the general. And you can start moving to the side right here. We will go slow, then that's just because I want to be sure that we do this without taking, sorry for that interruption, our first mini crash right there. So if you move up like this, and you here, and you make a run for it. Where was I? I want to make sure that we take as little damage as possible, because we need to be in good shape in Ingria to be able to defend on the oncoming attacks from Russia. Can we see any cannons? Do you have the range? Yeah, maybe. Anyway, yeah. So we can't do anything about that. And you move here. Alright, so you should be firing. And you straight up attack. How's their range? You could use the Hakapelitas. Those should probably swarm him. And you go on and harass him. Are they going to get any fires off before we engage with them? No. Very good. Yeah, they are still firing on the enemy general, so that's good. Combat losing slightly. Our Hakapelitas working their way. Actually heard one historian that talked about the Hakapelitas. It's come. If we have any Finnish friends with us, they have to correct me if I'm wrong, but the saying goes that they were yelling Hakapele before attacking the enemy, which basically means chop them to death. Now they are wavering, shaking. Then we will swarm them as well. You move around here. Want you close by. You should be dead. Come on, men. We should have set up a bit better to get a rear charge. Our pikeman regiment of foot is dropping a bit. Yeah, and they still not firing. Can you try to hit them, please? Now, continue to harass the... This should break them. One more charge right into the backs of them. Yeah, there we go. Waving. Shattered. Make sure they stay dead. And we'll actually sacrifice the militia a bit. You know what? You move to the side, both of you. 21, you should be dead, right? And Cav. We will try to set this up properly. Is he hitting them? Yeah, horrible. Quite horrible. How's your eager? A bit concerned by the casualties sustained. And attack them. You start moving. Why won't you attack? There we go. All we need is a nice charge to their backs and we should be able to break them. And you charge on in, and the Hakapelitas set up to charge them in their backs. Make a run for it, please. General, we want you close by to deal with them. Our field artillery is still working on the general's bodyguard. They are coming to their aid right now. So we are being counter-charged right here. We should probably stop firing because we probably will hurt our own troops. Don't want to engage with our general. But perhaps we should. Yeah, I can't drag like that. Go on, move. We need them to break so we can focus on the general's bodyguard right there. Yeah, very good. Everyone attack them. And you attack him. We're still confident though. But we'll have our own general chasing them down. We want them all killed. Let's fast forward here actually. And yeah, there we have it. Victory. But we continue to chase them down. I will probably make a cut here. Yeah, it was a close victory, but we lost 600 and we took care of their force, so I am happy with that. I think one of their units got away, and you don't have the movement point. I'm suspecting they might have a small force there, so he might be attacked. Hopefully we can make a run for it. And now we have the ship right here, and we have this army. So let's use that. And board the ship, please. And we will disembark you here. Here we have our army to attack them, but we should probably not use both of our generals. We might as well do that. And you can just hang here at Visby, I think. No, I will actually go and join our Emanuel Jonasen to strengthen up that, and we will have them next turn. We want another 5th rate, and we'll also want to recruit more of these guys. So we have enough of line infantry. Not much money left now, but so we should probably use that to improve our basic roads here, or maybe even here, get the cobbled roads to be able to move swiftly in at our mainland. I think we go for that actually. Good, so let's end the turn. I think I just want to see what trains you gain. +1 to morale in battle, so you will need that. Good, now you move back to Ingria. Can't quite do that though. We should send a bit of reinforcements over here, I think. But that builds up next turn, so you can recruit one lot, because I want more line infantry here. We'll actually disband you, because I don't like the militia. And we'll use our agent here to keep an eye on what's going on here. Yeah, that looks fine. And we will attack with you very soon. Captain Kidd. War declared. Prussia and Austria, so war raging in Europe. Conservatorium could build the opera house, and that gives us more happiness and a bit more wealth. So we should probably do that, yes. And what else was it? Yeah. Can't build anything more because I don't have the... No, we cannot. But we can build though. We do have a... Yeah, the 5th rates. Captain. Strengthen up that, so he would march across if we move him away. So let's use him to see if we could see, because the Danish fleet fled here somewhere. Maybe up here? No? So let's move back here then. The Prussia, Ottomans and Great Britain have trade routes here. We will not raid them, as that would trigger them to attack us, I think. How is the Danish fleet army looking here? Not strong at all, actually. You three will just hang around right there. And silver gain, +1 to nobility. Charles XII, mistress. Not every lady is a ladylike, which is why this lady has an extremely comfortable life. Very nice. And where was he? Let's bring him over here. And we'll probably want to recruit even one more 5th rate, I think. Or should we settle with something else? We have one more going right there. I think we need to do that. Yeah, we need to. We can't recruit anything else but cannons, so let's not do that. So we have to be a bit careful so we don't go bankrupt. So yeah, our priest, you could hang here for a couple of turns. And the rake right there. So let's issue an attack now. How's their army looking? He should be able to handle that perfectly fine on his own. But let's use everyone except Gustav Reinhold. Now we attack. Yeah, and let's go fight another one. Right, welcome to another battlefield. Let's take on the cannon straight away. And you guys start moving into position. Make a run for it. I want the cav on the flank now, I think. And to probably stretch you out a tiny bit more or move you forward like here. Did we get any damage on them? We did. So they are on the move. Pikemen and militia. Here we have the general's bodyguard, militia standing over here, and militia right here. Could we get some shots fired on them? No. We will just hang around here so you don't get into a situation too bad, and we'll kind of sacrifice our own militia here. Actually, I want the cav on the other flank, at least one. So you move straight across. Alright, make a run for it. Get into position, please. Don't want you to get fired at on them. Fire on the field artillery, target them. Should be fine on the flank right here. Continue to move forward. Something like that. Get over here now, please, and you stay close over there to protect that right flank. And you charge. And you get around, please. Very good. And you know what? Let's send you in. And you over to this side. No, you swarm them. Could you even get through here, please? Very narrow. We'll try to adjust you. You see firing on him. And you two, bring you forward. Alright, so he's... You have to charge him then. Generals, you can stay over here. You know what? Take care of the general's bodyguard. Make a fine little line here. You should be able to take care of those pikemen. Yeah, I really need to change that so I don't have to press the toggle speed all the time. They are shattered, they should be dead. Yeah, what the hell? Ah, shit, he really got caught against those pikemen. That was a sloppy one on my behalf. So now you need to charge them straight into the backs of them. Those pikemen are actually quite useful. And there's actually kind of a reason for me wanting them in my army, because Swedish forces heavily relied on them. Or not heavily relied on them, but... Get back, I don't want you to get damaged. But they were very much integrated in the Karelian force, Karelian army. There you are. Yeah, so that looks fine. Now you go ahead and take care of them. You stop firing. Cannons target that, please. You, General, can go and take care of them. They are shattered, so run them down. And then we'll use these guys to move in and attack. Yeah, we lost one cav unit, so that was a bit sloppy from my side, but the main thing, I want these in good shape. I'll actually only just move you back because I don't want to get into the action too much. He's running them down. And you move around. So when the time comes, you can charge. If needed, you can actually start moving here as well. Yeah, let's fast forward here just to bring them in. Set you up. So when the charge happens, and now you go. Charge them. Kill them. And they are shattered. So the victory, we lost almost 1,000 men. Yeah, that kind of bugs me a bit. But we'll probably merge them. Anyway, do we need you? So let's take that. And they do have quite a large garrison, even though it's mostly garrison line infantry and provincial line infantry, which have horrible melee attack, and provincial militia. So we should be able to deal with this, but I think this is where we actually wrap things up for this time. As you can see, I'm a bit rusty, and I kind of have forgotten a few things, so I think I kind of need to be reminded of tips and tricks. So give me all your best advices in the comments down below. I would appreciate that very much. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, please leave that like, and remember to subscribe if you want to support my channel. Until the next one, everyone, have a good one.